Hey everybody, a couple of things. I'm going to go through the answers to that rivers do now. Rivers do now number one. Here's the first question. Here's the situation. Here's the first question. Which cross section along line XY represents the shape of the stream bottom? Well, here's XY. XY is where the river is going straight. Where the river is going straight, it'll be deepest in the middle. Correct answer is choice A. You should recognize that from here. Okay, this is slide somewhere in the mid-30s. Stream velocity in a straight channel, fastest in the middle, just below where the water is going fastest. It'll be deepest there. All right, so that's question number one. Question number two, you're going to need to use page 6 of your science reference tables. Where this stream's velocity decreases from 300 to 200 centimeters per second, which size the sediment will be deposited. So what happens here? When the stream is moving, well, let's take a look for a second. Let's look over here. Stream velocity, I don't see 300 or 200, but here's 100, here's 500, here it goes. It's a weird scale down here. It's called a logarithmic scale, but 100, 200, 300. So when the stream is at 300, right about here, it's moving big, huge boulders. It can move everything, all the stuff. It's going to move all the clay. It's going to move all the silt, all the sand, all the pebbles, all the cobbles, and even boulders at 300. When it drops down to 200, it hits right about here. It just drops boulders, but it's still moving pebbles. It's still moving cobbles. It might drop some of the bigger cobbles. And that is our answer. So our answer there is going to be what sediment will be deposited? Just the biggest cobbles. Everything else stays. But just as it goes from 300, which is here, to 200, which is there, just some of these bigger cobbles, some of those bigger cobbles will settle down, and that's it. Okay? So the answer there is cobbles, using this chart in your reference tables. At which locations will stream deposition normally dominate over erosion? Okay, so now we have to go back to this diagram over here. What position is going to be deposition dominant over erosion? Deposition occurs on the inside of a curve. Erosion occurs on the outside of a bend. So erosion's occurring over here and deposition's occurring over there. So the answers are erosion occurs on the outside, which would be B and D, and deposition is going to be dominant on the inside of the bends, C and E. C and E. Deposition on the inside of meanders. You recall that from over here. Okay, fastest on the outside where erosion occurs, slowest on the inside where deposition occurs. Very, very important. These two slides are super important. Knowing what's going on the inside and outside of a meander. Okay, so those are the first three questions. Again, when the river is going straight, deepest in the middle, use page 6 of the reference tables to figure that out as it goes from 300 to 200, and where deposition will be dominant over erosion. Here, very similar scenarios. Okay, but now this question, number 4, is asking, where is erosion going to be dominant? It's the flip of that one. Erosion is going to be on the outside of the bends. Erosion will be there and there. Deposition will be on the inside. Erosion will be at A and D. Erosion will be at A and D on the outside. Erosion on the outside of meanders. Meanders are curves in the river. And the last question, number 5, there are factors that affect the stream velocity. Slope is one. Slope is definitely a big thing. Steeper slope means faster water. But here, this has got stream A has got a steeper slope than stream B. However, stream B is going faster. So stream A is on a steeper slope, but it's going slower. So there's got to be something else that's contributing, making it go faster. That's something else. If we go back to here, what controls the factors affecting stream velocity? Gradient, the slope. The discharge is the one that question is asking about, the volume of water or the stream channel shape. So in this case, it's the discharge or the amount of water in the stream. And so when we go back to here, it's got to talk about the water or the discharge and the amount. Stream B is going faster because it has a greater volume of water. Volume of water, when we're dealing with streams, we refer to that as the stream vocabulary word discharge. All right, that's all there is to it, those 5 questions.